Kohalo, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Rucha Kodash. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine. To the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. Texas School District removes the Bible, All Boys Aren't Blue, from library shelves for content review. A Texas school district is removing 41 books from library shelves while administrators perform a review using content guidelines that will be approved by their board of trustees. Included in the list of books that the officials from the Keller Independent School District are asking to be removed from library shelves are Anne Frank's diary, the graphic adaptation, the Bible, and All Boys Aren't Blue. Now we're going to focus on the Bible. The other books are irrelevant, but the Bible, we know Texas has approximately 31 million people living in one state. So pretty much Texas is like a country. All right, Canada has about 35 million? And that's a whole country with a larger landmass than just one state. So the fact that this is happening in Texas, this is pretty major. A spokesman for Keller ISD, or Independent School District, told Fox News Digital that campus staff and librarians are being asked to review books that were challenged in the past year to determine if they meet the requirements of newly approved policies from the Board of Trustees. We know these Board of Trustees are majority, if not all of them, are Edomites, and Esau, Edom being the biblical name of the so-called white man. And if you do have 2/3 of our nation and heathens wrapped in there on this board, well, they're like their father, the devil. Though joining hand in hand, right? So this is pretty major because we know that, in fact, let's get the scripts. It says this is Proverbs 22:6. This is Malak Shalom, or King Solomon in the English. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. So the fact that they're taking out the Bible, I mean, we know one scripture can change someone's life. And, as a child, if you're a child in this world, you're most likely not going to have the spirit of understanding on you. But still, it will spark something in your mind. Reading scriptures as an Israelite growing up, you may not have fully understood it at the time, but it still planted seeds in your brain. And we know that you have a lot of the 1/3 is going to be women and children. So the fact that Esau, Edom is doing this is a little test. Because this is 1 Corinthians 11:3, but I would have you know that the head of every man is Yahushai, Mashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Mashiach is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So that lines up with 1 Corinthians 14:40, let everything be done decently and in order. So if you take away the Bible, you're essentially taking away access to Yahushai. And we know a library is a place where you're supposed to go to learn. But if you take away the number one book, it's just a library full of death and destruction and mostly misinformation, just confusion, right? Because this is Psalm chapter 40, verse 7. Then said I, lo, I come. In the volume of the book, it is written of me. So that lines up with 1 Corinthians 11:3, because Yahushai comes in the volume of the book. And then through Yahweh Shai, or Chodash, the angels working your mind to open your mind and understand the scriptures. Because you can't just open the Bible and understand it right away. You have to ultimately be the elect. So the fact that Esau Edom is taking away the Bible, that's major. I mean, that's like some Bible destruction group type shit. But we know that there's nothing new under the sun. So we know that this may happen in Texas, but it's a tester. It may be in more cities or towns in Texas, more districts, then spread states, because we know that the scriptures is the most powerful book in the world. And in the hands of an elect man or an elect woman, but, speaking to the elect man, it's words can't describe. You know what I mean? That's why Israelite families are so dysfunctional, because if you take away our spiritual connection to Yahweh Shai, we have no connection to Yahweh Shem Shai. And if we have no connection to Yahweh Shai, and we ultimately no connection to Yahweh Shem Shai, then how can we be ahead of our family? You can't operate in disorder. Either you're going to go in order or not. But we know in 1 Corinthians, once again in 1 Corinthians 14:40, let everything be done decently and in order. So with that, I hope you're edified. I just want to say double call halal Yahweh Bashim Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the elect scattered abroad.